Today is Friday. You know what that means? It's time for another comic book show roundup. And hold on to your hats. There's a lot to talk about this week. On Supergirl, this episode was about trying to belong. We see flashbacks of both Jean and Kara when they first came to Earth. And we also see Jean trying to tell the Colonel why he lied about being Hank. And Kara trying to tell Lucy why she lied about being an alien. The Colonel ends up being a jerk, like the real Hank, because birds of a feather. But Lucy finally had a redeeming quality, and she helped Kara break John and Alex free so that they wouldn't go to Cadmus and be experimented on. While Jean was trying to wipe the Colonel's memory so he wouldn't remember what happened, he discovers that Alex's dad is still alive and had Cadmus. So now they have to go find him free. So I don't think I'm going to continue watching Gotham. Unless somebody tells me that Jada's return is out of this freaking world. I can barely stomach this past episode. Between Bruce Wayne learning how to Batman from Catwoman and Poison Ivy to Jim Gordon being sent to prison for 40 years, I've had enough. I will admit that I did enjoy Enigma's puzzles and games, and I like the fact that, I liked all of his manipulation, but to have him set up Jim Gordon and send him to prison for 40 years in one episode was just plain ridiculous. The future police commissioner of Gotham is a convicted felon, people. On The Flash, we have an after-school special about the horrors of taking performance-enhancing drugs. Barry is mad at all of his friends because they withheld this, drug from him that could help him compete in this ever-expanding field of speedsters. But in the end, he resists taking the drug and ends up doing the right thing. But the most important thing about the episode is that the team used Trajectory's downfall to figure out that Jay is Zoom. Zoom is dying and he needs Barry's speed in order to save himself. We end the episode with Barry speeding out of the lab into the country and screaming passionately because, everyone he trusts is a villain pretending to be somebody else. On Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Bobby and Hunter are disavowed after saving the Russian Prime Minister's life. Basically, they take out all of his competition and stop a coup, by an Inhuman. But the Russian Prime Minister insists that they get thrown under the bus for the coup in the first place because he suspects that America is trying to one-up them with Inhumans. Like all of these, at the summit last week, they keep referring to what's going on with the Inhumans as an arms race. Like if you can control the Inhumans, it's almost like controlling nuclear weapons. So they get to run off, they get to walk off into the sunset and be happy, but I don't know how long that's gonna last because Bobby's an agent through and through. It's like everything she is about being this agent. I don't know how long happily ever after is gonna last for her and Hunter. And the episode ends with us meeting Hydra Dude's equally evil daughter, Lovely. This episode of Arrow made me wish it was more like Murder, She Wrote, where once we capture the culprit, it's pretty much understood that they're going to jail for the rest of their lives. No trial necessary. Instead, we get Laurel trying not to look like an idiot because she doesn't know the legal name of her defendant, while Team Arrow tried to recapture Cupid. In the end, Captain Lance throws himself under the bus, and that helps to just get Damien Dark indicted. We still have to sit through a trial. Oh, and Felicity left Team Arrow. I am not as sad about that as I thought I would be. I kind of don't want them to get back together. I'm tired of people making Oliver feel like a bad guy. I mean, he has enough guilt and self-hatred as it is. You don't have to add to it. The Flash and the Arrow's returns did not disappoint, and next week we get a Flash Supergirl crossover. Yay! So, are you an Elicity shipper? Are you going down with this ship, or are you jumping overboard with me? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to join me as I live tweet these shows. My Twitter handle is @LavalleisPics, and that's Lavallais, P-I-C-S. And remember, sharing is caring. Share this video with all of your friends and enemies. Gotta go.